Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. Whole squad.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. The children will grow, and it's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Check out, ready.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Joker.
11 feet.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Switch.
Alert.
Here's Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch the pass.
Luck on first down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down, Indianapolis.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Undercut. Let's go, Mexico. Undercut. Close.
Back to throw. Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
First down.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
50. Ready! Take your hands back and go full strength.
Throwing on second and 14. Luck. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Let's get off the field. Check.
Monday.
On third down, Hines, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg, maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Mike, 195. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now Foles. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got him. On me. 95's Mike, 195. Let's go one more.
Here's Foles. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They begin the drive with Hines. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Foles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
2nd and 10. Out to the right to Humphries. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Tight ends right. 4 down, 4 down.
Yes.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Be alert, be alert.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Curl.
So right. Hey. 4 down.
13.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Coming.
They'll look to throw. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Check out. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run it with Mack. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now it's Hines, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Right. He's telling right here. He's telling right.
Henry running right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's right. Hey, come on, no. Let it go.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on is back. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
At their own 46-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Locke. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under.
Now a carry for the shifty Deion Lewis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17. Titans 7. Ryan Suckup to kick off for Tennessee.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's our field. It's our field.
The final shot before the break. Lock. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Game situation. Let's go.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Pierre Desir. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, it's Love. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Check out. 674.
54.
Mexico. Keystone travel.
Kill.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Check. Shit. Watch the shit.
On on second down. It's Hines, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Check 41. Here we go.
Tiger.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
You better be afraid of me.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass caught left side by Humphries. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I'm coming for you, son.
That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Watch out.
1-1.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check out. 380.
54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Off of play action. Luck steps away. And this is going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Forced out to his left. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Got it. 54. Mike, 54. Check. Where'd he go? Wide. Get wide.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
We play to win. Let's go.
Easy.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Here we go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
95's a save. No, check. He's Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Again, it's Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And Davis has it over the middle. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
41 Mike, right here. 40.
Now Foles. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound?
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. A run by Mack to start the drive. Pushing through the contact. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Colts.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Hines, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Kill. 11 feet. Hey, turn it up.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 13. Check 13.
This is Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. On first down, Mack, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, baby.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill. Check.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Mack.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's 3rd down.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Indianapolis, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. When I've been up this magic. When up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, did crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though.